Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this week's what I've been playing, what I've been watching, what I've been reading, with a training update sprinkled on top. So if you're new to the channel or you've accidentally clicked on this video, stay a while. Hear me out. This is where it's kind of like a recap of my week, almost like a visual diary, and I talk to my camera and upload it onto YouTube. So stick around. Maybe you consider Hadouken that subscribe button. How to Hadouken it then? Basically, you just press subscribe. Please, subscribe if you want to. I'm only joking. So, what have I been playing? Right, I played quite a few games this week. Yeah, good mixture of games in here as well, I did a live stream this morning as well. I'll do that game last then. So I've been playing The Ascent. So this is a game I'm literally putting in 2 hours a week. I'm just dipping in and out of there. I think last week I was stuck on this massive mech kind of thing. And I was fucking stuck, and I thought he was kicking my ass, right? So I think I said I need to level up 5 or 6 levels higher, do the grind, and go back and beat him. So last night I'm kind of between games. I haven't got a main game on the go at the moment, right? That's probably why I've got so many games I've played, literally just dipping in and out of. So I thought, excuse me, my health update, still got my cough. Sorry. So with The Ascent, I thought I'll watch something. I'll tell you what I've been watching in a bit. I got back into my anime, so I was watching this anime, and I'll just level up, and I level up once. I'm only like level 12 or 13, so I'm not really overpowered or anything. And then I was just running around, wasn't really paying attention where I was on the map. If you've played this game, you kind of know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like similar kind of looking or gameplay, I suppose, as it's a twin stick shooter, but it gives me Diablo vibes, like with the camera angle kind of thing. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's what it does to me anyway. So I wasn't paying attention where I was on the map. And then I just stumbled into that mech thing. I thought I was literally miles away. I must have done a massive circle or something, just exploring. And I will say, the world is the star of the show. It's fucking stunning. I wouldn't want to live there. The amount of black bags, and it's not a very nice looking future, like cyberpunk world that these guys are living in. It's like the slums, But, so I stumbled up across that boss, and I thought, right, you go. I'll just have a go now and, try to level up, because he attacks you with a load of minions as well. So every time you kill someone, obviously you get XP. So I'll take them out. Next thing I notice his health is down to half. I thought, hey, I got a chance here. So I'll cut long story short, I beat him already. So I played it for another 20 odd minutes. So happy fucking days. So I'd probably just play that when I'm in the mood, It's a good game, but it hasn't. I don't know. I've been in a funny mood recently. Nothing's really capturing my attention, or holding my attention, I should say. I get like that sometimes. Maybe it's to do with my medication, because my medication stops me from overthinking things. So maybe that's playing a part in it. I don't know. But so I've enjoying it, The Ascent. I do recommend that game as well. Another game I got back into is Ghost Recon Breakpoint. The thing with this, right, fantastic game. I think this was in my top 5 games I played last year, and I stand by that. But when you play a game the second time, it's never quite as good as the first time, is it? Because I know the story, I'm skipping the cutscenes, where the first playthrough, I was engrossed in it, and I think they use it's like real actors in it and stuff like that. So I probably put about an hour into this. Again, it's a relaxing game because it's no stress. I know how to kill all the bad guys and stuff. But yeah, I haven't actually bought the DLC as well, the Season 1 pass or Season Pass. I'm trying to save money because I've had a couple of sick days this month. So next month I'm going to be struggling unless I make a couple of sacrifices, you know. So yeah, I am enjoying it and definitely worth playing. It's the best Ghost Recon game of all time in my opinion. Saying about getting into games and not holding interest, I really enjoyed, I've started my playthrough of Shenmue 1. I was really enjoying it. I still can't get my head around that this game came out on the Xbox and the Dreamcast originally, didn't it? What a achievement, what a feat that this game came out so long ago. Do you know what I mean? I don't know exactly how many years ago it is. It's set in the 80s. Didn't come out in the 80s, you know. But what a great achievement, accomplishment, I think is the word. This game. So no wonder everyone's raving about it, you know. I might play that tonight. It's got that chilled out. I'm really close to the beginning. I'm at the part. I'm looking for the people. I'm trying to find out information about anyone in the black car. And then I found out, I'd just gone into a Chinese restaurant and the woman says, oh, tell them about the 3 blades. I'm at that point. And I just came out, saved. Oh, I love as well the fact that the save, when you go to save, it shows the Dreamcast save thing that went into the back, the memory card. I really like that. It was a nice touch, that is. So, yeah, and I was talking to my imaginary friend Chris yesterday about it, and he said stay with it, you know. So I'm going to stay with that, and that's on one of the games. I did a video on games I plan to play this year. Not necessarily finish, but I want to finish these games. I really hope I finish these games, you know. It's just got to hold my interest. The last PlayStation 4 game I've been playing, no surprise, and this holds my interest, Street Fighter 5. I can't get enough of this game at the moment. The thing is with this, I want to do a live stream with it, but I've got my own, it's like, this really is my escape. This is the highlight of my week. Sad life I got, that Street Fighter 5 is a highlight of my week, or maybe it's not, I don't care. Yeah, I really love this game. The more I play it, the better it's getting. I've played Oro's story modes, Luke's story mode, and Akira. Akira's got the best story modes. Luke's is pathetic. I'm pretty sure you just fight Guile. It does introduce you to him, but I thought they would have he's meant to be the face of Street Fighter going forward. I think he's on the cover of Street Fighter 6. He's very good fun to play as, I gotta be honest. Maybe he's a bit broken. I get it. There's a lot of, I think there's going to be a lot of Luke mains out there. But I was a bit disappointed with his story mode, you know. So I'm going to look forward to now. The next things I want to do is play them in arcade mode and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying Street Fighter 5. So I got this here. Technically, I'm playing it on my PlayStation 5. But it's a game I bought about 6 months ago. And it was in sale for £1 something I paid for it. I knew I had it on the PS2. But I've always had my eye. I thought I want to play it on the PS4/PlayStation 5. And that's Rogue Galaxy. I put this on last night just before going to bed. And I'm very impressed. It's made by... it doesn't actually say on the cover. It's made by the game developer. Yeah, it says there. Level 5. Now, they've made my favourite JRPG of all time is Ni no Kuni 2. I'm pretty sure it is anyway. It's them that made it. Anyway, if I'm wrong, shout to me in the comments. But I am confident. And that is right. I'm not making that up. So, yeah, so far, I'm just a tiny bit in. But what I don't think I'll be able to do, I don't think I'm going to be able to have 2 RPGs on the go at the same time. Like, I was trying to play Ghost Recon and Tiny Tina's Wonderland, but I made the decision I wasn't enjoying Tiny Tina's. It just makes me want to play Borderlands 2, so I traded that in yesterday. So check out yesterday's pickups video, shameless plug. But yeah, I'm very impressed with that. Nice little story built up. I've had a couple of experimented with the combat. And it's very similar to Ni no Kuni, you know. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm glad I've got the physical. But I am playing the PlayStation 2 version. I think it's exactly the same. Because as soon as it boots up, it comes up PlayStation 2 kind of thing. So it might be just a little bit more reliable on digital. It's just in case there's any marks on the disc or anything like that, okay? A game I played and did a couple of races and thought I'm not in the mood for a racing game. So I don't know why I started playing it. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. The graphics on these games, they're always really good, aren't they? Most driving games are good in this era, PS3/Xbox 360, you know. Really good, but I just realised now it's meant to be like cops and robbers kind of thing, where you have a chase. So the first race is just a race, only now I've realised that. It's, I don't know, I've done a couple of circuits or whatever. I don't know. I don't know why I put it on. I put it on, and I'm not very good at games like this. I'd rather play a motorcycle game. In any open world game like GTA, I'd rather have a fucking BMX or push bike compared to a car. I don't like cars. They've never wowed me. The only car racing games I really like, obviously there's the Mario Karts, or there's the Forza games. They're the ones that hold my interest. So I played it. I think I played this Monday or Tuesday. I was still on sick Monday or Tuesday, so I gone back to work Wednesday. I just fancied something different, and I'm it's hard to explain. I'm like at a stage where I don't know what I want to play, so I thought it's a car racing game, and now I know it's not. That's not what I want to play. Another game, I've had my eye on this for ages, right? I think I would have enjoyed it years ago. That's Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie for the Xbox 360. This will always have a special place in my heart, because this game was it was running on a demo in game years ago, and it was the first time I ever saw HD graphics. It was like the next gen, and it was on a HD TV. So I was still rocking the Xbox and the PS2 on my Sony CRT TV, and then it was like this futuristic looking, only like a 26-inch telly, but the graphics were like, fuck, wow, that was next gen, and this was the game that they were running on there, you know. But I did enjoy it. I thought it was really funny. That's what I liked about it then. It's literally feels like you're playing in the story. It's dragged out a little bit compared to the movie. I'm a big fan of the movie. Don't know if you'd say this is my favourite King Kong. Is it the one that came out? There's an 80s one, is there? Or was it late 70s? I can't remember. That one I think is my favourite. The thing with King Kong, he always dies at the end. Spoilers. And it upsets me. So it's like, I like, that's why I love Godzilla, because now and again he dies, but you know, deep down he hasn't actually died. That's why I'm a Godzilla fan, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I liked it. Yeah, so what else did I like? I loved the fact that there's no, like when he's got a gun, it doesn't tell you how many bullets. You press, I think it's B, and the man tells you. It's like, 3 rounds left, and then you press again. He doesn't say it exactly the same every single time. So it was really funny. He's like, how many bullets have I got left? 2 bullets left. So there's not enough ammunition in it. Oh, I'm just shit at these games. The bugs, it's quite creepy crawly. I remember the first cave you go up to, and it's really dark, and you can just see the outline of all these bugs. And I've got the extended version, and if you don't like creepy crawlies, maybe that film's not for you. And it was creepy as fuck, you know. But yeah, I did enjoy it. But then I got to the point where I had the spears. The reason I stopped playing it was there was like these scorpion kind of things. I don't know what they were supposed to be, and the hit detection was so bad. It was like sometimes I'd hit them, kill them, instant kill. Then the other times I wasn't. Then I was throwing. Then I was missing. I was like, well, there's no direction, there's no crosshair thing, so I don't know, I kept dying. I was like, well, I don't know, years ago I would have put up with that, but when you got a massive game collection, or not massive, you got a couple of 100 games in your backlog, you know, you're just like, next. But it's staying in the collection because it's got that nostalgia attached to it, you know. Also, shout out, if you're wondering why the camera's moved, I just wanted to show off Normally, where the camera's that way a bit, so we're just looking at this side of my games room. So I thought, yeah, it's extending. When I did my first games room video, games room tour video, there wasn't any games on here. They all fitted in there, and on the edge, I used to cheat. To make it look full, I used to have the boxes for the Funko Pops in the shelves as well, to make it look nice and full. I think I'll do another games room tour. I was messing around. I've moved quite a lot of stuff around this weekend. If I ever get to 500 subscribers, might be a while, mind, but if I ever get to 500 subscribers, then I'll do another games room tour, okay? I do enjoy making them anyway. Right then, okay. Yeah, I'll do the next one, and I will talk a bit more about this game later. Gears of War Judgment. I couldn't remember. There was a YouTuber I watched, and I couldn't remember. I was like, why did this game suddenly start interesting me again, if that makes sense? I finished this. It only took me 2 days or 2 evenings to finish, and I really, really, really enjoyed it, okay? It's like a side spin-off, I suppose. It's not, that's why it's called Judgment. It's not Gears of War 3 or 4 or 5. It's not in the main franchise, you know? And I remember a lot of my friends said, don't bother, it's shit, it's this, it's that. Maybe there's something different about the online, but I really enjoyed the main story on this. I like all 4 characters. So it's like one of those things where it starts off in current time, and then you are like under arrest, and you're in like a trial, and the commander's gonna like condemn you when he's saying, oh, you shouldn't have done what you've done. And then it does flashbacks, and it'll do a flashback of one of the characters, and it's like you're playing as them, so they're doing the talking. Then it'll go back to current time in that trial, and then it'll do a flashback to another character. So you kind of know where you are. You play throughout the campaign as all 4 characters. I think it's really cleverly done. I really like that. And then it carries on then from current time. Something happens. It's building up. Every time you flash back to current time, the shit's hitting the fan. There's stuff going on in the background. I won't spoil it because it's a good story. And it's got a nice little twist at the end. Nice boss at the end. It's a very safe game. It doesn't do anything too far outside of the box. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I keep that there because I remember now why the YouTuber that told me about this game, or not me personally, I watched the video and they played that. So stay tuned for that one. And the other game I played this morning. I love this game so much. It's Capcom vs SNK 2 on the GameCube. You can argue I'm cheating. I did this for SNK Sunday. I fully intended on doing King of Fighters 15. And I thought, I can't remember what it was. Something came over me. I thought, I'll just play this. I know it's a Capcom game. I know. But it is half SNK characters, you know. So I did enjoy that. I don't know if that's... I think I've done it. So I'm trying to try and re-upload that live stream. But it's just taking ages. I think I did 3 playthroughs of arcade mode, 3-on-3 match. So thank you. Quite a few people came out to say hi. I didn't advertise that I was going live. I just went live. Yeah, so I made a few new friends on that stream. So yeah, thanks for commenting and coming to check it out. Yeah, one of my favourite games of all time. I think that's my 3rd favourite fighting game. But today was my favourite fighting game. A fucking brilliant game that is. Okay, so that is what I've been playing. Let me know in the comments, what have you been playing? How's your first week of the new year gone, gaming-wise? Obviously, I didn't do Tekken Tuesday or Friday Night Fights. Tekken Tuesday, I was too ill. I didn't even have the energy, if I'm being honest. Friday, I fully intended to do Friday Night Fights. I might have done either... I was going to do something off the Capcom collection, if I'm being honest. But... right at the end of the shift, on my last break, I went for my last break, I think 3:15, and I just started having these violent coughing fits. I was wearing one of my work uniform. I've got like a red fleece, and one of the boys said, you've gone the same colour as your fleece. I've gone bright red. It was like violent coughing. There was nothing I could do to stop it, and riding my motorbike on the way home, I was coughing. So I thought I was going to... And apparently some people have had what I've had by the sounds of it. And they said it takes 5 weeks for it to go. So I'm 2 weeks into it, I think. Well, Christmas Day I had it. And I thought, they said, like one bloke said, my wife had it. And she was ill. Then she got a bit better. Then it came back even worse. I thought, don't you dare now. Because I don't want to be off sick again. Nobody likes being sick, do they? For fuck's sake. So I was worried. So I thought, don't now. Just chill out. And so touch wood. Coughing right on cue, innit? I'm alright. I'm still on the mend. I'm still got a while to go, you know. What have I been watching then? So I got my notes here. I'm really glad I got back into this. Watching quite a lot of Disney. I didn't watch any Netflix. I haven't watched any Amazon Prime. But I watched 2 things on Disney. I got back into Bleach. Only today I got back. No, sorry, yesterday I got back into it. I think I'm on episode 15 or 16 of Volume 1. And there's 20 episodes in Season 1 or Volume 1. So I'm really, really enjoying it. The good thing is, it's not the most complex story. It's not, because I haven't watched it for over a month. So, it's not like, oh shit, I need to go back and watch a couple of earlier episodes. It's not that kind of thing. So I know exactly what's going on, you know. Yes, I really enjoyed that. And the other thing as well I watched, right, I didn't know this. I love my Star Wars movies, right? I've got all the Star Wars films are on my iTunes. They're all installed on my iPad. So if I'm on holiday or anything, they just relax me. It's like the Star Wars universe is my safe place. It always has been, because I grew up with Star Wars, like I'm sure everyone else has. If I can't sleep or my mental health is losing, so my negative intrusive thoughts are getting the better of me, keeping me up at night, Star Wars is my go-to place. And when you've got OCD like I've got, it can work in your advantage as well. So I can overthink things, and I tell myself I'm actually living in the Star Wars universe, and I come up with scenarios, or if I'm working here. Anyway, right, I won't go going off on a tangent there. What I didn't know, right, on the Disney Channel, I only noticed last night, when you click on the movies, a lot of them got extras. Now, I've got the Force Awakens on digital, and there's no extras on it, okay? But I love, right, director commentary. So there's the audio commentary by J.J. Abrams on the Force Awakens. That's my favourite of the newer trilogy, whatever they call it, what is never is known as, the sequels. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I did fall asleep watching it, which is what I intended to happen. So I'm going to watch that again tonight now. It's a bit of a shame it's just J.J. Abrams. Like the other ones have got George Lucas, Carrie Fisher, and stuff like Hugh McGregor's on some of them and stuff like that. So like the cast and crew. So it's nice to have, and like even the guys that do the special effects. Ben Burt he does the sound. He's a master of his field. He is. So I love all that stuff. So I really, really enjoyed that. Okay, so if you didn't know, if you just, I never noticed. Maybe I'm the only person in the world that has never noticed. But there's extras. So I'm going to go through and look at a load of movies. Oh, I tell you what the film I did watch. I do apologise. I've watched another movie. Is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Wow. I haven't watched that for years. I remember it being a masterpiece years ago. But fucking hell, it's brilliant. It's just as good as you remember. And that bit when he talks the first time, goosebumps, and he goes, no, he's had enough, like he's having a bad day, and it's like, what the fuck, this ape can talk, like. So yeah, I did watch that as well. Right, so time for my I watch a lot of YouTube. If you didn't know, I love YouTube. It's by far my favourite. It's my go-to. As soon as I come home from work, I put YouTube on. When I go to bed, I put YouTube on. Whatever I'm doing. If I'm pottering around the house, I'm washing the dishes, YouTube's always on in the background. I got it on my iPad, and I just bring my iPad round and put it up wherever I happen to be, okay? So, this week's video of the week then. So channel of the week is Linda the Gamer Gal. So it's Linda, Linda. What's the chances of that? Linda the Gamer Gal. She's literally just gone live now. Literally just now I had a notification. She's doing... I didn't catch what game it was. Yeah, so Linda, then in capital letters, the Gamer Gal. I will tag the channel. I know how to do it now. I'll tag the channel, so it'll be in the description, so hit that. And the video is Games I Beat November 2022. Now that's the video I watched that told me about this, okay? So I was like an itch, just trying to... I dying to scratch. And it's that's the YouTuber that was talking about that. And I thought, I'll play that. I got that in the shelf. So I've watched, basically, it's like I do my, like a weekly recap, I suppose. It's similar to that, which is this video, what I've been playing, watching, reading. So it's like her version of that. It's just games, but it's games she beat. She's more of a completionist compared to me. So every month she does a video saying what games I've beat, and fair play, she goes through these games, right? I have watched there's another one, Games I Beat December. And what I liked about that video, it talks about the total games that she'd finished in the year. So fair play, Linda, you finished 162 games in a year. That's some good going. Like, I played 80 fighting games in 80 days. But I didn't even finish all, and that's just arcade mode. She's finishing games, like full-on campaign mode games, you know? So, and what I like is she just talks about the games, what she liked about it. Sometimes she doesn't really like the games that much, and she's honest, you know? So it's a couple of minutes, then she moves on to the next game, okay? But what I like, the reason the Games I Beat November 2022... I just thought there was a really good selection of games. Like Guilty Gear. I think she played that on the Game Boy Advance. Virtua Fighter, Ninja Gaiden, Halo Reach, and Gears of War Judgment. And other games. She was playing like totally so random how many like... But I think I commented saying, oh, you got good taste in games. They're the games that I liked. That stood out for me, you know. So that is my video of the week. Games I Beat November 2022, and the channel is Linda the Gamer Gal. Okay, so go check out her channel. What have I been reading then? I have one book. I've got one main book and another one I've been dipping in and out. The one's kind of like a... You'll see. But I bought this last week. I think it came last Sunday, actually. A Movie Making Nerd. If you didn't know, it's the Cinemassacre YouTube channel. You might recognise that. He's quite big in the gaming community. But it's the Angry Video Game Nerd is what I know him as. I am probably just under halfway through, okay? And... honestly, I'm glad I'm reading it, but the first 100 pages, right, are probably the most boring book I've ever read. Normally, I'm so excited to get to his YouTube bit, right? It's all mainly about his passion, which is making movies, okay? And he's had, in my opinion, compared to me and everyone I know, he's had probably one of the easiest lives I've ever known, right, this guy. And because the first 100 pages are boring, I found myself skipping, like light reading, not really taking it in. He's talking about the movies and stuff like that, and I wasn't interested at all. So I stayed with it. Then it gets to university, and that's the next, from page 100, say 150 or whatever I'm at, or just under like 140 odd pages. That it is getting a bit more interesting. So it's him in college, and he's living like a typical college student. They're like not cleaning up after themselves, and they're trashing the dorm room or whatever. And he films it. He makes it like a bit of a documentary, and he pretends to be one of them. It's like he does like an interview with all of them, and it's only meant to be a video, and he was going to post it to just his friends, the people in his friend circle. And right at the end of the chapter, he said, oh yeah, so I put my bit in as if he was playing a character, because he wasn't involved in any of the, he didn't do drugs, he didn't drink, he didn't damage anything, but he was the one behind the camera. And then it said, oh, that was the biggest mistake of my life or something. I go, fucking hell, biggest mistake of my life. So basically, he gets kicked out of college. I thought, that's the biggest mistake of your life. People have got such hard lives out there, getting booted out to some shit college. Really, I got kicked out of college. Life goes on, mate. Do you know what I mean? Well, he has proved that, because he's had a successful career. It is a bit cringe when he compares himself to George Lucas. Like, who the fuck does he think he is? I don't think he's very self-aware kind of thing, but fair play to him. He's got a book. I haven't done a book. Nobody want to read my fucking life story, but my life story, first 100 pages, are probably just as boring as his first 100 pages, you know, not very eventful at all. But I think he's going to get back into college by the looks of it. But I think when I got another 50 pages to go, then it gets to his YouTube. That's what I want, just him to talk about his YouTube journey and stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend it though. I gotta be honest, I've been reading it for a week. I don't want to waste my time, just stop reading it. But it is getting better, I give it that. I'd say it's about a 5 out of 10 so far. The spelling mistakes don't really help as well. I gotta be honest, I like him in his YouTube video, but after only now I realise I don't think I like him. I think I don't know, like, he says he's famous, but is he famous? Like, do you know, like, I know who he is, because I grew up watching him, you know, the angry video game nerd. In the YouTube community, he's famous, but do your parents know who he is? What is famous, do you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe he definitely got a high opinion of himself, you know. That's just my thoughts on it. Let me know. Anyone finished the book? Does it get better? I think it does. I gotta be honest. I'm flicking through it. There's a lot of pictures in it. I gotta be honest. I am a fan of the pictures. But yeah, that's what I've been reading. I got last night. It's the first time actually last night. My eyes were tired and I was like struggling. I was like shaking myself to stay awake because I wanted to finish the chapter. You know, normally I'll just shut the book. So maybe it is an alright story, I suppose. But yeah, I think, be honest, I haven't made my mind up if I like him or not, you know. Yeah, I'll let you know by next week. I might be another 100 pages in. I might finish it by next week, you know. Or I might have stopped reading it by next week. So the other book I've been reading, I've just been dipping in and out of it. Sometimes I think, fuck, I've had enough of reading that, so I'll read something else. This actually, I was drunk one night, and I was on Amazon, and I bought a ton of stuff. Random stuff. I remember I bought that. I bought this Funko Pop. That Funko Pop I paid like 20 quid for, right? That's a Attack on Titan Funko. He's got the little man as well. And I think it goes for like over 100 quid now. So drunk Tony, and that's gone up in price as well. I paid like 20 quid for that or something. And by the time I woke up, like I was so hungover the next day, Amazon were knocking on my door to deliver it. So I was like, is it for me? I hadn't actually remembered that I actually bought it, and I bought a load of really cool stuff. Like, yeah, so I bought this drunk. I don't regret it at all. But it's basically Undisputed Street Fighter. It's like the art and innovation behind the game-changing series. So it's a really good, I suppose it's an art book first, but I'm just reading through the characters. It's got a couple of pages. Like Jury, I think it's got 2 pages, but the main, Vega might have 4 pages, I think. Yeah, so Vega's got 4 pages, or 6 pages here. I'd say some of the characters, there's some of the Lego. How cool are they? That's something I need to look at investing in as well. So I'm just reading the little stories. Like Sea Viper as well. I'll read that tonight, actually. Just brushing up on my Street Fighter trivia. That's what I've been reading then. Training. So click off now if you're not interested in my training update. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Love you. Goodbye. Still there? Hey guys, thanks for sticking around for my highlight of my video, my training. The training update is there hasn't been any training. I've gone walking 4 times this week and I've done 1 hike. This morning I did an 8.5k hike. I fully intended on going for a run. I've had new trainers and they haven't left the house yet, so I'm itching to take them for a spin. But I know for a fact I'm not well enough to go back running, and today proved that point. I went for a hike, so it's just me and my dog. I didn't want to ask my mother because it was like a kind of training exercise. I actually did a little bit of running, like on the steep slopes that we went. I thought I'll run to that tree there, and I ran to that tree, and my chest was like, nope. And then when I caught my breath back, I did about 5 or 6 100-meter jogs, I'd say, on average, you know. I think the last one was a sprint, like the steepest part. It's like, it used to be a golf course that we walk. It's like a massive loop that we do, and I call it chasing waterfalls. There's a couple of waterfalls. So yeah, we found the best one, because it's been raining quite a lot in my area. The waterfalls look nice and big, you know. So we found the nice waterfalls, took a couple of videos or photos with my dog. And then the golf course, I just run up the steep bit of the golf course. It's about that steep. Yeah, I'm sprinting up Rocky style, you know, in my head anyway. Yeah, so I haven't really done any running, but I think what I'm going to do now is slowly build up to 3 training sessions a week. I got up to 2, but I'm going to go Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. But I'm going to do, like, on Tuesday, unless, depending on how I'm feeling, I'm just going to do, like, run, walk, run, one of those kind of training sessions. Like, run for a minute, walk for a minute, run. Just really listen to my body, because I do not want to be as ill as I've been. I don't want to go back to feeling like shit ever again. But I want to keep my fitness up, because I've worked so hard over the last 6 months building some foundation, some base of my fitness, you know. I don't want it to all go to waste, you know. Anyway, I think that is everything I wanted to tell you. Yeah, how's your week been? First week of the new year. Anybody got any New Year's resolutions? I don't think I've got any. One of my New Year's resolutions is I want to listen to more music. I put the radio on yesterday, or put a CD in yesterday. What was I listening to? I got like a Stranger Things compilation. It's all random. It's all like 80s and stuff. It's a really good soundtrack. I think it's, don't know what, one of the Stranger Things CDs I've got. So one of my New Year's resolutions is to listen to more music. It makes you feel good, doesn't it? And so I'll be watching less YouTube, listening to more music. That's mine. Yeah, let me know, what's your New Year's resolution, Bambino? Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Check out that YouTube channel as well. Which is, sorry. Linda the Gamer Gal. So it's Linda, then capitals, the Gamer Gal. I will tag you in the channel. Yeah, thanks for watching. Love you. Goodbye.